But no matter what comes next, I still have to face the ending.
Welcome back, everyone, to Blades in the Dark. I'm your host, GM, Matthew. I'm a paid GM at startplaying.games.com. And let's introduce our crew for today.
All right.
Out of my way. Yeah, get out of my way. I'm Carissa, and I'm introducing myself first. And you don't know it, but I'm important in this town. I'm a lurk, and I'm weird, so I don't have to explain anything to you. And I work for this crime syndicate called the Teeth. And this behind me, you don't know it yet, this is going to be a giant attack robot that's going to give us the entire key to the city. Now, it doesn't do anything right now, but just you wait.
I guess I'm up next. Hey, everybody, I'm Griffin. I'm playing Edward Rockwell II, also known as Bishop, a Scoundrel noble who has been excised from his house once the place was captured, and now he's over here in Duskfall, ready to take it over with his new combat robot.
Theta. I don't actually know who I'm playing today. I mean, technically,
The new
I'm
guy.
the professor, and I'm dead.
That's a good introduction.
Yeah. So we left off last time with you guys handing the professor over to someone the professor called a friend. You know, you're supposed to pick him up in a few days at Silk Shore. But yeah, it's been quiet. Griffin had a plan.
Yep.
You've
Wait,
got
we-
captive.
Are we down a man? We have no grit this week? We have no hitter?
That's correct. Grit is not here with us.
Maybe-
How are we going to get stuff done without the hitter? Wait, so we're down both the hitter and the professor.
That's right. It's just you and me, Pariso.
Oh, you can fix that. That's going to be just me finally. My fault.
Oh, good. Make it harder on yourself, of course.
Actually, it would be a lot harder on myself because you've got a lot of skills I don't have. What do they call those? What do they call those for, like, telling stupid people that they're not worth people skills? There we go. You've got lots of
A
people.
little bit of etiquette and grace, maybe even.
Meanwhile, I have been moonlighting and trying to work the most menial jobs, and I keep getting fired.
But you'll be happy to know I've brought someone else in who I happen to know. So we've tapped him, and let's see who we have. That'll be a Theta moment.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, I'm tapping you to come help me out with this because I'm down a person. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right.
Wait, you're
Grit
Grit's
went
friend?
ahead and did it.
What do you mean you're
Well-
Grit's friend? You and every fool in town.
I think he's won more than once.
Well, betting on.
Mhm.
Oh, he took a dive. Oh, well, that's after he got thrown out for being a little too winning at the last pits he used to fight in.
Too winning, too violent. Depends on who you ask.
Well, that's okay
Well,
because Grit's my friend. So
if you
you're my
sh-
friend.
If you share. Oh, I'm Pariso. I'm Grit's best friend. Okay, well, I have no money whatsoever. Unless you have money, then I'll have money. That's good. Well, I'm Pariso. I'm Grit's best friend. Steel the warrior. Oh, Steel. All right.
Steel. Of course, Griffin
Um,
knows someone named Steel.
I can't be bothered to learn your alphabet.
And I guess to
but yeah,
cover
no,
what
I'm leather-clad, gristled and gruff is my my look. My name is John Bridges. You can call me Steele. I'm Scavolin.
My name is.
I am a military background. I'm a mercenary. That's all I
I
should.
like it.
That's all I think I should say.
Okay.
Oh, well, other than my my pet, I have a pet.
You have a pet.
Yep, he's a hound because I'm a hound. We're both hounds. But
We can have pets?
he's also a ghost hunter
How come you have a pet? I can have a pet?
because I'm a hound.
Yup.
It's your class ability. Okay.
I have a hunting pet who is a
Not so
expert
that's a ghost.
hunter. He's a ghost hunter.
Yeah, isn't it
Nice.
confusing to call you a hound when you have a hound? Shouldn't you be the hound master?
Well, I've chosen that my pet is a hound.
Oh,
Also,
Some people use
I
goats.
have a nickname so you don't call me by my class
so
or what I do.
we're gonna call you. We'll keep this straight. We'll just call you Big Steel, and we'll call you Cute Steel. Oh, who's a cute little doggy? Who's a cute little doggy? I mean, I rub your face, but it's all grizzled.
No, that's Grit.
I thought you said you were grizzled.
Oh, that's right. Grit's just dirty. I forgot for a second.
And I guess to at least cover what the plan was last time, I think it was we're going to go get the professor's bottle, make sure that the professor is inside of his new hull, and then go perform a ritual.
Does it really matter if it's the professor? We can just put any old ghost in it, right?
We could, but I like to have a ghost that's slightly more loyal to me than a random person off the street, which in fact might be less than the professor. As low as that bar is. Professor may not kill me instantaneously with it. You
Hey,
would be
don't-
correct, but he is our asshole, so
Yeah, don't
therefore
speak-
we do have to do this favor for him.
Yeah, don't speak ill of the dead. All right, so I thought. Wait. Ooh, I like this guy.
All right, so jumping right in, this sounds like a two-step plan. You guys are doing a smuggling plan to get the professor's soul back here, and at the same
Yeah.
time, you're preparing to do an occult plan with Ogre as your centerpiece.
Yes,
That's right.
Ogre is back.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused here. I thought the professor built a device so that when he died, his soul would go in the device, and the device was in his control the entire time. Did we miss a step where his soul went the wrong place?
They got a professional to put his soul into a bottle so that we could take the bottle and then put it in the right place, so that it wouldn't
Oh.
just
The
happen
problem here
randomly.
is that the player playing the professor didn't understand that there was a step in between.
Mhm.
So he
The
only
whole-
informed you on the things that he knew about.
Mhm.
Oh, so in other words, the bottle somehow got outside of the professor's control and is now owned by someone else.
Well, no,
No, it was specifically done by them.
the person out of character, did not know this whole ghost bottle business was a thing that had to be done. So I did not have that knowledge to inform you about.
Okay,
Well, the
so
ghost has to get into the hall, and for that, he has to die.
Right. I
Right.
guess I didn't read any part of the book that told me that I had to stay in my body for 5 days. I didn't know
it could
that
be
I
an
had to
hour, it
pull
could be
a
days.
Jesus in a
Oh!
cave maneuver. Right? Wasn't informed.
so
By the way, in case I forgot, or in case you don't know, or whatever, I thought I put it on the sheet, but my ghost hunter part of my hunting pet is my ghost has the ghost form ability. I have to choose.
well, yeah, but you're in ghost form right now. That stresses you out.
No, I'm talking about Steel. Steel's hunting pet.
Yeah.
Has
So
the
he
ghost
has the
hunter,
edge
and I
ghost
have
form?
to choose between the three, and the ghost form is the one I chose. I put it on the sheet, but apparently it's not there anymore.
Okay, so our goal is we're going to go get a bottle.
That's right, the bottle that contains the professor. Shake vigorously.
All right, well, we can just go get that, right?
Should just
I mean,
be
we
an
don't have to,
easy job,
steal
yeah.
anything or break in or anything.
Ideally, it should be simple, but you never know what may happen, and maybe the spirit wardens may get wise to it. It
Alright.
also is illegal still.
So we have to go pick it up. Okay, well that's a little weird, but okay. Do we have to pay any fees or anything?
I believe we've already paid for it.
Well, I'm a little worried that they, because this can happen with kidnappings and that sort of thing, that they might try to extort more money out of us after we get there. So do we have any, so we got Big Steel and Cute Steel here as muscle to help us get it. Yeah, hey, Big Steel, what's your weapon of choice? I like him.
Good choice.
Simple, effective, direct. So I guess we need to go pick up the professor. I really had nothing. The only thing I had planned for today was going on a rampage with my giant robot, so we need to go pick up the professor.
That's right.
Should we issue an ultimatum to the city? Fools, you misunderstood our power and soon will be crushed underneath our mechanical might.
No, you do that after you have it. Therefore, they can't come and take it from you before it even begins.
See,
You see,
this is why we need you. You're the big idea guy.
I have the whole book right here, written by my ancestors. The first rule here is do not turn into a giant snake. I don't know why that one is there, but apparently they thought it was very important. The evil villain rules.
Oh, what had been set up is the professor contacted one of his friends who could put the body somewhere, have it killed, not have the ghost wardens show up, and you'd have a second person come in and contain the spirit when it finally got out. All your crew has to do is go pick up the bottle, bring it back, tip the bottle into the hull, and you are now a hull. Well, the professor. They didn't know if it was going to be hours or days, so they said in 5 days, because they've never seen a ghost take longer than that, come pick up the bottle.
Yeah, and the weird part was, I'm sure that somewhere in the rubble of the Dimmer Sisters' place, we could prepare an anti-ghost thing, but Professor was just too eager to die, and I couldn't say no. All right, let's go.
So we still don't necessarily want to go too close to the places with increased lookouts, so we could just go the long way around past Coleridge and Dunslough and end up back in Night Market.
Well, we got nothing planned for today. We could take the scenic route if it's safer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we also have the widest margin of river here too, so something would have to somehow be on the river to get to us, which gives us the greatest amount of safety.
We're not worried about ghosts. There's a whole bunch of living people who. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Okay. Well. So you can use cute steel as a decoy. Right. That's why I said use him as a decoy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Okay.
So you can use him like a decoy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, still, we're here. We have a potential route, which we think is the safest. We're technically not pushing for time.
Mm-hmm.
And if everything is prepared over at the pickup, then this should go down simply and smoothly.
Right. The thing
we're worried about
there's we have lots of enemies, so watch out for those guys.
Of course.
And at the same time, you wanted on this thing to also include the ritual to reduce the sickness in one of the regions, correct?
That's right.
Which region was Bishop concerned about the most?
Coleridge is kind of like our favorite, but Dunslough is pretty big, isn't it?
It is.
I think that might be the target then.
All right. So why don't you mark on the map where you're going to have Ogre and the other person waiting for someone to get there?
Let's go ahead and mark, say... This seems like a nice little place.
As far as I understand, you guys are planning to do both jobs before the next downtime.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly the plan.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I guess someone else will take care of the hole, and I'll just go deal with Ogre.
That's an option.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
nothing says Ogre can't wait 30 minutes for us to get home and then come bring you over.
we should
That's
not.
correct.
We should not leave Ogre unsupervised. Have you
That's the
seen?
whole point. Mhm. Right. But I guess, like I said, Ogre is setting up in that area, and then we will arrive there in one way or another.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
Okay,
I have
so
this general route, and I think we're good.
yeah, we're just going to do a quick roll to see how things go. This shouldn't be a hard job, but the dice sometimes are very kind. So,
It's a crit.
there is no problem getting from you to Silk Shore. That entire route is quite easy. You find the building, it's the right address. The door is slightly ajar like they told you it would be. So far, everything is going very well. When you step inside, you don't see the professor's friends you met at your hideout, but you do see these two guys. They look like they might be brothers. They have really expensive clothes, but they're very well worn. And the two look up at you. Who are you?
I'm Bishop. I'm here to pick up the professor. He's needed for an appointment.
You're not the knife guy.
It doesn't
knife
matter.
guy?
He's still my friend.
Wait, what does he mean, the knife guy?
I mean, this guy.
We were told to only hand him over to the one who stabbed him.
Oh, hi.
Ah, well, he's
That's
right over here.
the knife guy. That's the knife guy.
To do this, I have to admit to a crime. So,
They pause. That the knife guy?
What, you're not going to congratulate yourself on the job well done?
would you like to see the knife?
And the two look a little confused.
Bishop will turn and say, he is the one.
Yeah, how do they know I'm the knife guy? How do they know I'm the knife guy if I don't show them the knife?
And you see them go in the back and bring out a box about this wide, like this, and hand it over to Priso.
Man, it seems like just yesterday he was like wheezing through one nostril and sickly pale and expelling phlegm, and now he's just some box.
I think it's inside the box, so.
Oh, should I open it?
No, let's just take it over to the, take it to the ship.
How do we know this is the real box?
Well, unfortunately, there's only one person who probably could have told us this before.
Me. Well, wait. Hey, Big Steel, you're a ghost hunter. Can you attune and tell us if there's actual ghost in here?
I mean, I can attune. I don't know if that lets me know if there's a ghost in there.
It'll let you know spooky, crazy stuff. You could use a tune or study.
I mean, it would be a tune. Sure, I will take 2 stress. For some reason, I forgot how much stress it was for a second.
Question yourself.
Or you could take a devil's bargain.
Yeah, it didn't help either way.
How the hell?
Eek.
All right, so how to twist this?
That's a box,
So-
all right.
You open up the box. There's 3 spirit bottles in there. They all seem full.
Wait, 3?
How much information did? Yep. How much information did Grit give Steel?
Wow, the professor was his soul was so big it takes up 3 bottles?
Pricey fit in one body.
Okay.
The two brothers stop and look over at the box, and they look at each other, look at the box. Oh,
Yep.
there was only supposed to be one in there.
I knew
It
something
appears
bad.
we have a little bit of a mix-up.
Well, you said you gave us this is the box for us. We'll take all 3 of these.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, our mistake. Have a good evening.
Yeah, we're not giving you a tip.
And they look at each
And of
other and
course-
shrug.
And of course, you're going to just take the box, and I'm going to say, we still are going to need to figure out which one is actually the professor. If we put
Do
the
we
wrong one in,
really?
they're not going to want to come out.
We don't know that. And if I was trapped in a bottle, I'd want to get out. Who wouldn't want to be a giant robot?
Exactly. We only have one of them, and it's going to the professor.
I mean, this is like a big score. Like, we came for 1 and we got 3.
But we need to figure out which one is the professor first. We'll figure out what to do with the other 2 later.
Well, Big Steel doesn't know the professor like we know the professor. Maybe we can ask Ogre about it. Could we put all 3 of them in the robot? Would it become 3 times as powerful?
He was only a carpenter, so his would be the most simplest bottle. Made out of wood.
I'm also guessing there isn't 3 sockets. We can't just shove all 3.
Following that logic, though, if Jesus' cup was the wooden one, it would be the shittiest looking one, wouldn't it?
Yep.
He wasn't a good carpenter.
Well,
I mean, he had like a few years of apprenticeship and then went walking around, so.
okay, not everybody hates us. We actually have some friends. Where's the friend index map?
That's on the other map.
There we go. Okay, so we're friends with the people who possess other people. Who are they?
The reconciled.
Reconciled. Okay, so the reconciled like this. So the reconciled might be able to tell us who this is. Also, the forgotten gods like us. They're a bunch of weirdos. They might be able to tell us that.
Right, we may have to actually call them over. In which case,
Well, we're gonna call them over. We could just go. We got the whole day. We could go see them.
well, that means escorting this bottle and smuggling it around even longer. That's the main.
Yeah, well, we paid Big Steel for the whole job. He's totally willing to do it.
I did forget to ask everyone to click on what load they're going out with, just in case
Oh,
someone
okay.
Oh,
forgot.
right.
Heavy.
I'm
We're-
going normal.
Heavy load.
Yeah, I'm also heavy load because it's I can't screw this up. Where's my character sheet? Or actually,
Or, well, we could always do a 2-for-1 job. Like we keep saying, go harass Ogre and ask which one of these is the professor.
no, I think I would do a normal load today because I might have to run around with a bottle under my robe. Okay, so yeah, no, I would think we should go see the reconciled would be the smartest people to go see first. They would definitely be experts on this. Do we remember where the reconciled's hangout is? The professor used to go to their club or whatever and sell his body.
Sylvia herself would be out of Crow's Foot.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah,
Which
so
is
I guess
the
we
most-
would have to make a stop at Crowsfoot first.
Yeah,
It is
let's just
considered
go
the
there.
most haunted district of the city.
Good. Okay. We're about to make it even more haunted.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that. The most haunted district in the city. All right, well, yeah, let's go to Crowsfoot. Even better, we can visit the most haunted place when we have the haunted guy with us
Exactly.
and his dog. Who's that cute dog?
All
should
right,
have more
so
dogs.
I mean, I'm
Can we get
imagining the not Cujo. What's the one from the Sandlot? Sandlot.
I think that's a bulldog, isn't it?
Look, I only said the name was Hound. I didn't say what species it was.
Well, but I mean, is your dog a bulldog?
It's whatever the one from Sandlot was.
Okay,
Imagine you have
remember
just a
Sandlot.
Basset then.
that is a hole in my childhood.
One which you're amending
Hercules.
immediately.
No, I'm
But
looking
yes,
this up.
I think we are amending our plan to go to Crowsfoot to consort with people about this issue.
Oh, that's a mastiff. Wow.
Also, I never heard anyone call it a mastiff before. It's always been mastiff.
Oh.
All right. So we shift over to Crowsfoot,
Yes.
an area that your group seems to have avoided a lot up to this point.
Well, it's the professor's turf, and we know better to go places he does.
Oh, that is a schwa. It is mastiff. Okay.
All right.
I learned something today. I also learned who's a good boy.
So give us the angle. Where are we going, and what do we gotta do?
Okay,
Well, that's
well,
the question.
we're going to Crowsfoot.
This is the map of Crowsfoot.
Okay.
But the question is, where would you find the reconcile? Who has skills to figure this out?
Oh, that's why we brought you, Griffin. Why don't you
That'd be
start selling
right.
your body?
I already know how to talk with people about this. In fact, I've probably spoken with some of them before and at least know places where it's polite to ask. So, I could consort.
That sounds like a plan.
I believe we're still risky.
You're still at controlled. The engagement roll was a critical success, so the first part is just done. And right now you've only had a minor complication. Everything's still under control. No one suspects you're walking around the city with ghost bottles.
And because there are allies, I believe I get an extra die on the roll, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's
Ooh,
go ahead and do
cool.
it. I have 3 dice on this already.
People who actually like us.
2 6s.
Critical success. So yeah, you go up to the Rag and Bone area, which is only a couple blocks from the Blue Coat station.
Oh, convenient.
So going through, asking the right questions, getting the right hints, you find a small townhouse that you would know is where the reconcilers meet. You head there. It looks pretty abandoned from the outside.
Is there like a secret knock or something?
Not that Bishop knows of.
Is a critical success. Are you sure this is the right place?
Positively certain. Oh, we should still go around the back. There should be something there.
Sir was my father's name. I'm Harissa. All right, let's go in.
So you open the door, and the outside, although it looks abandoned, inside you get a warm feel hit you as it feels almost like a fire's going, but it looks pretty abandoned here too. It's not until you take a few steps in and kind of everything warps and shifts, and it looks like a well-maintained house inside.
Wow, we need to get some of this stuff.
You can see the fireplace going. You see a couple people sitting in what would be the hosting area. A couple of them stand up. One of them walks very gracefully towards you, while the others almost look shambly a little. And the gentleman steps up. Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, what's this green key and green lock for?
Professor, one thing at a time. We're here to talk to a friend of the professor's, which I believe is here. Perhaps you know them.
Oh, you probably mean Sylvia. She's not in at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Are you friends or of the professor or rivals?
We are, and we have a small favor we need in his honor right now, if you understand.
I think the funniest and most apt joke would be, "Who is she?" Because it works on so many levels. You understand?
I know. Yeah, but I mean, like, this is the one place I can brag about killing someone. Like, you guys think killers are great, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, then I'm not necessarily the one who killed him.
Wait, what?
Ignore the fools. I'm still looking for a favor. I need someone who knows the professor well enough, or can at least identify him properly.
Like, identify a body? I thought you were friends.
The man that knew himself so little he had to meditate for multiple days about himself.
Do you think
What I
that
mean to
kill
say is,
him?
since I believe this is a spirit house, is it not? We have him here with us. He is well contained. And we need to figure
Oh,
out which bottle he's in.
I see. All right. I'm assuming you have more than one bottle then.
We do. At this point, I'll motion for Parisa to set the box down. Go ahead. We'll pull out the bottles,
There you
set them
All right,
down.
yeah, go ahead. Set the bottles out.
And
And kill
he
people.
looks at him and is like, those are spirit bottles. And he
Yeah.
points at the one woman stumbling around. Ember, tell me who these people are. And the body kind of jerks and makes its way over, almost looking like a zombie.
Mhm.
The mouth isn't quite working, and she's talking. Oh, these, yes. What am I looking for? You're looking for
the
someone.
professor.
Yeah, we need you to
Who's
find
that?
out was it Tycherian? Yeah, one of them is a Tycherian ex-noble who's overeducated.
The same
The
people
other two
you are.
Well, yeah, but I'm the living one. We need to know who's in the jar.
And the man puts his hand on her shoulder. Just figure out who's who, and then I will discuss with them. And she gives a nod, and she looks at them and tips them over a couple times. The wax caps kind of bang against the table a couple times.
Neat.
And she stops, and it's like... And she turns to the guy and gives a nod, and both the bodies kind of go like this for a moment, wave back and forth, and then the guy straightens up. All right, I think we've determined which one is your professor.
Wonderful. This is great news.
So now, the most important part of this, how important is this information, and what will you pay?
Well, in terms of payment, we do have 2 spirit bottles of which we have no need of.
Yeah,
You
basically.
seem just like the sort of people who would want it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then we have an agreement, and he extends his hand to shake yours.
Yep, I'll shake as well. Good agreement.
Right, and he takes one out and hands it to you. This, I believe, is your friend. Well, she believes is your friend.
Okay.
Well, if he's dour and cynical, then maybe it won't make a difference.
We'll find out once we put it in the giant death row.
And if it's not, then at least we know where the other 2 are.
Well, if they're still here when we get back.
It seems like you 2 are having a good evening. No reason to bother you any further.
No, there's
All right.
plenty of reason. I want to know what this green key and this green lock are for.
So yes, carry on your business, I assume. Professor
Yeah.
can continue to wait. Just
I got this off
here.
An eyebrow.
He was a walking corpse, right? Not just possessed.
The guy you're talking to and the woman in here, they're both people who are possessed.
No,
They're
I
living
meant
bodies.
I got this green key and this green lock from that mysterious corpse that I first saw around Alexander's place. I used that guy tried to trifle with me, and I'm not to be trifled with. So I took this off of his belt,
Mm-hmm.
and now I want to know what this is. It's a green. I got a green key that I stole from Alistair, not Alexander, Alistair. I got this green key that I stole from Alistair, and this is a green lock, which I haven't put the key in yet because I don't know what that would do.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, and it came with this pouch. What's in this pouch?
And he starts looking at the greens.
Yep.
I don't know what's in the pouch, but this is like a spirit key and lock.
Neat.
It seems to be a set. That means somewhere, either in this realm or the other, there is a door that exists on both sides.
Ooh.
If you put this lock against it and use the key, it'll open it up.
Somewhere. So does this only work with that door, or does it work with any spirit door?
It'll work with a type of spirit door, so anything built similar it should open as well.
Oh, you're talking to the professor. I miss him so much. I wish he was here so I could just kill him again. Let him know how much his death meant to me. Sorry, I'm having a moment.
You'll
Okay,
get a chance to, I'm sure.
Also, it came with this skull. Is this skull anything unusual?
And the guy looks it over. Well, I'm not a doctor by any means, but it looks like an ordinary human skull.
I wonder why would someone carry around an ordinary human skull?
Ritual component?
I ask that myself when I deal with you a lot, Pariso, but you're always carrying around something anomalous.
What can you use skulls for besides packing them with lots of gunpowder and eel oil? Ashtrays. I love how you steal went straight to ashtrays. No, you can also make kapalas out of them. We could make kapalas!
You could turn into a mug.
Thematic,
There we go.
Thematic dessert holder.
That's what a kapala is.
Is it?
Thematic dessert holder. Pretty much the same thing.
I've never heard of a Kapala before, so I don't know.
You ever played Spelunky?
Say again?
A kapala is a
There's a lot of accent there.
My son call?
We're losing a lot of people here.
Am I still in the call? Yeah, you're also robots to me. I guess I need to leave.
All right. Any better?
Yeah, turn into a robot for me too.
There we go.
Okay.
We beat you to it.
No, a kapala is a drinking cup made out of a skull.
Nice.
Yeah, well, later they have a cup that's made of a skull with blood in it. That's a kapala.
Mhm.
So,
All right. Well,
So-
we have a deal sorted. We have a professor. You have answers to your
So-
great weird little object.
well, no, I don't have answers yet. So there's a skull here, and there was a pouch that came with it. And I guess we opened the pouch to see what was in that. Because that had also components for a ritual in it. Am I still here?
Sounds good.
All right. Hopefully that's better. That's what I was thinking. So I was hoping someone else would.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if there's a skull here, there's also a pouch, and the pouch has stuff in it that might also be more components for another ritual, which may give us some more insight. Since the skull is a generic component, maybe the components in the pouch could tell us more.
Are you having this conversation with the reconcilers or with the group?
Oh, the reconcilers. You guys don't know shit.
So he's nodding. He's like, I don't deal in a lot of occult stuff other than ghosts, but I know a couple people who might be able to answer you.
Sure.
All right.
So I need to have authority. You guys are ghosts who possess bodies. I have been encountering a ghost wandering around in a very large body, who I know doesn't belong to you, but I think you'd be interested in that sort of thing because this person's going around committing crimes in a possessed body, which I assume would generate heat for you guys that you don't like.
That would be bad. The same body, like over and over, or is it hopping from body to body?
Let's see. I saw one body at the warehouse, and I encountered them again on the street. Was that the same body or a different body? I'm asking the GM.
From Priso's point of view, it's been the same guy all these times, even the guy who got stabbed following the boat.
Okay, yeah. So I've seen this one body 3 times, but it's a really huge body. So if I was a ghost and up to no good, I would want to be in a really huge body.
It could be a vampire. A ghost that's bonded with a new physical body to keep. They're notoriously hard to kill.
Wow! I wrestled with a vampire! Hold on, I gotta put this in my diary. So
Guy
cool.
raises his
So what kills
eyebrow.
vampires?
I am not sure. The same thing that would harm a ghost. So electricity would be a strong asset. If you have a whisperer or some other occultist or ritualist of some kind, they may have better answers than I do.
Sigh, I'll look at this bottle again. All I have is a giant death robot.
That might work.
Oh, okay, that might work. And an obnoxious cat. You're not useful. You're not going to help me kill anything. All right. Wait, Big Steel. Did you bring your vampire killing kit? I'm asking you, aren't you the hunter guy? All right. Griff, there's been a change of plans. We need to go kill a vampire.
Later, Pariso. Things in order. We already have several things lined up for
The
today.
professor's fine. Come on. This is what, battery powered? How long does this battery last?
In theory, he should be able to last in there for ever, says the reconciled. However, he is experiencing what's happening.
Oh, he is? What was
Yeah. He can
Wait.
probably hear us right now.
I probably shouldn't be shaking it. I need to have the death robot. Professor, I'm sorry we got distracted. Okay, so yeah, let's go deliver this. You guys have been a great help. If you need any more bodies, let me know, and I'll get it. Good-looking body.
So technically, 1,000,000 years was the answer.
Okay, that's longer than this city's going to be here.
Oh yeah, it just doesn't.
It might start leaking before that. But it's not just glass; it's also metal too.
Well, there's wax. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird. The battery lasts that long, dude. I can't even keep my iPhone for 3 months. Oh,
Yeah, it's just glass bottle.
all right. Well, it's just a glass bottle. It's not even power
Actually, the
bank.
wax will probably decay first, but
You
never
can
mind.
just
Glass.
put bodies.
It's
in- Neat.
the main component for a spirit jar is glass and a mystical wax seal with some inscriptions on the glass. A lot of them are done up much fancier, but essentially it is glass, magic wax, and a whisperer to stuff the spirit into the bottle.
I should probably stop tapping on the glass. That probably pisses him off. Yeah.
Here, I'll juggle him. Nothing bad will happen.
Okay, I'm not that crazy.
Okay.
I'm weird. I'm not crazy.
Well, Priso, if at least you're satisfied, we should go ahead and head back to the boat and get back.
All right. Well, I suppose there's a lot to do. I mean, we can open a weird door if we find it, but it's just an ordinary skull. I guess we'll go home and pack it with explosive.
Mm-hmm. And like the reconcile stops, we might be able to help you find someone who can figure out what kind of door that is. Maybe narrow down if you tell us where you found these things.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. I forget we were in a certain district doing a certain crime. By the way, whoever this guy is, he's really sneaky because he was grabbing people off the street and breaking their necks.
Oh.
Yeah, I saved someone. I saved a foghound, and he'll never even know.
I see.
I know this is killing the professor. We should probably go build our giant death robot. Oh, you're welcome. So, yeah, we should probably go build the giant death robot. So, but yeah, no, if you could, I'll tell them everything I know because I'm friends with the reconcilers and also mysterious big guy who trifled with me. I remember, you all saw it. He trifled.
I think specifically we didn't. In fact, I have no idea who you're talking about, Pariso. But
Well, where
if
do
you
you think
say
I would
he's a weird vampire, then I don't want to see him.
Well, this is the loot I got off of them, so you gotta be impressed by that. I mean, dude, it opens weird spirit doors. Hey, all right, let's go home, get this thing built, because I need to go to the Dimmer sisters' place and start pressing this lock up against everything in there.
All right.
All right,
So
back to the boat.
you guys make your way down through Dunsvolk and Coleridge, unperturbed. A few of the gondoliers kind of look at you, giving a weird look to that boat carrying people again.
That was the one that was at one of our docks once.
Moving people. Looks like you have someone new, not moving cargo again. Some look a little annoyed.
Well, we're in an icebreaker. We don't move cargo in an icebreaker. We break
But
ice.
they know us.
Mm-hmm.
Take a daguerreotype. It'll last longer.
We got a rep at this point.
That's where you indicate that there's never been ice in the city, ever.
Correct.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what makes the boat distinctive. It's like, the boat looks weird. Yeah, it's an icebreaker. There's no ice in the city. That's also weird.
How you can tell we're doing our jobs. Get off our backs.
You're welcome.
And you guys make it back to the, not lair. We're going to call it lair because I can't remember the proper term today.
Well, we currently have 3 hideouts. We've got...
Hideout, that's a good one.
Yeah, you make it back to your hideout. The ghosts at the professor's workshop are irritable today.
Get out of here. Hey,
Right, that's still
Big
going
Steel.
on.
We've got ghosts in here. Can you, open a trap and get rid of all of them or something?
I'm gonna start charging them rent instead.
I'm a hound. I'm not a hunter.
Oh. Well, what can you do to ghosts?
Sick 'em, boy. I mean, I don't know.
Can
Turn
you...
my dog into ghost form, right? What you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Sick 'em, boy.
All right, give me a skirmish.
I'll take some more stress.
Do you want me to assist?
I will give you a extra assistant die because I already realized that there were ghosts here and we're dealing with a ghost problem.
That's
so.
a crit. That was a crit on the
Neat.
first 2.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Well, wow.
We are critting a lot today. We're using up all our luck real early.
Hey, if it's going to get rid of these ghosts, so literally you can have your dog turn into a ghost dog and bark and make all these idiots leave.
All right, so the ghost turns into a ghost dog and starts ripping at the ghost near the hall, and they decide they're not sticking around anymore.
My first thought was, what was the Michael J. Fox ghost movie?
Frighteners.
Frighteners. You remember the old cowboy guy? Frighteners.
Yes.
Yeah. Come walking out. That's my solution.
All right, so one last roll to complete this. Who's using Tinker or Tune to put this spirit in that hall? Okay, not Friso.
Well, I was gonna say 1, 2, 3, not it, but I think I might be the only person capable of doing so.
Do you actually... Do you actually have Tinker?
I have
Or
a
a Tune.
You have a 2 in it?
I have a tune.
Oh,
I have 1
No.
dice though. Hey, there you go. So I will assist you.
because he can do that for free.
Hey, guess what? I'll take 2 more strain.
Well, it's a good thing we have
Yeah.
someone around here who knows what they're doing.
I like that Big Steel takes his job seriously. I like this guy.
That's a 5.
All right.
If anything bad ever happens to Professor again, maybe we'll see him once more.
Well, we gave away
So
the
you
other 2
guys-
spirit bottles, so we gave away other 2 tries.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't make any profit off of this.
You see Steele pop the cork off, put his hand over top as the professor's trying to get out, and put it up to the nozzle as the professor's trying to get away, and eventually forces the professor into this machine, slams down the entrance on a piece of the professor trying to get out. And
the
you
hell
can
am I
hear
doing?
He's a
You can
squirmy
hear-
bitch, isn't he?
the hall slowly starting to hum.
So diehard about this, but the moment I'm a ghost, I try to get away.
Well, if you
Well,
imagine
I
your
think-
head and entire body squished into a small thing, you don't really see what's going on. You just want to, be able to get out
But
somewhere.
I knew what was happening. I knew what was happening.
I think it's
before.
more like a vacuum thing where when we break the seal, the
It's
ghost
more like
goes
you're
anywhere.
a gas and you're in a contained space, and now you're trying to fill the entire volume. We got to get you in there before all the gas pours out,
Yeah.
which
And-
is not possible.
And importantly, in one piece.
Exactly. So quit squirming. Get in there.
All right.
So, how do we turn this thing on?
Oh, you get in the cockpit. There's a little cupola center you sit in like this, and I've already adjusted the seat to my own body.
So you've already given me a sheet.
Oh, have I? Then I have
Yeah,
lost it.
I named it already. Yeah, I even have it open already. I
Oh,
filled it
where
out
is it?
completely. It's Professor.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Yes,
Professor.
big pro.
It's fully filled out
Showtime.
from the ghost form to this point. It's done.
Yeah, so I can just sit in the command chair and work this thing, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, it looks impressive,
Right.
but what about the professor? I'll just like clank the hull. Are you in there?
Well, is it powered up yet?
Okay.
Can I get it to move?
If we're jumping to that point, before we do any other introductions, yeah, it is it's a wagon-sized hull with tentacle legs and everything like that. You clank on it and you say, "Professor, are you in there?" And the door opens up, and a humanoid figure that looks exactly like the professor steps out.
Exactly.
Oh,
Or
crap,
is
it
it
didn't
covered in
take.
metal?
I don't think it took. Here, let me get my knife.
I must remember bandaging.
Bad dose. You get back in there.
Ba, ba, ba.
I want you to hear where you're going with this.
Well, no, sorry, I've forgotten. You must choose one more hull trait, and the hull trait I picked was the secondary hull trait was secondary hull.
Oh, but this doesn't look human, though. It looks like a robot.
No,
'Cause you didn't
secondary
take-
hull I chose was a medium, human-sized, a metal mannequin, a clockwork animal, and I chose lifelike appearance for that one.
Oh, you are lifeless. So you look just like the. So
There we
you could
go.
look like anything, and you look like somebody who all your skin was burned off.
I've become perfect. That's what I've done.
Well, I have to say, you got an impressive vehicle here, and you can pilot it now too. Welcome back, Professor.
Wait, so did you actually pick having all your skin burned off, or did you pick putting your skin back on?
I am okay. You know how like in stories or movies, everything like when you die, you go like to an afterlife where you're like your perfect self. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm back when I was like 20 and I'm in my peak condition. That's what I am.
Well, then I have to touch all over your
Not young
face. to feel
Anakin
like-
now.
Does this feel real? I mean, like,
My eyes are up here, Friso.
His skin's a little cold, but otherwise it could pass as a person.
are you like anatomically complete?
Are you asking if I'm operational?
No,
I
I'm
am
asking if
versed
you're
in.
I knew you were close, but Frisa, we're at the workplace.
Oh, come on, you're thinking it too.
So I guess technically I would need a second sheet for the secondary hull.
I mean, you're life-like, but are you life complete?
Although I guess technically I wouldn't because it would have the same roles. It's the
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm technically transferring my consciousness between one or the other. I can only operate one at a time.
Yeah. The
You're
only
only
thing is
one-
you can't hit Attune 4 until the group has mastery.
The sheet says that I add it to
Yeah.
it, and it doesn't say any
Yeah,
But
you
prevention.
can't
it does
find in those
say-
constraints.
It does say you can't, as a crew, until you have mastery of 4.
So this is why
So
I
I'm gonna
hate
lower
when
it to
one part
3.
of a document doesn't match another part of a document.
Understandable.
Wait.
That's-
So what's the issue here?
That my
Um,
thing boosts me up to 4.
One of the rules say you can't obtain foreigner's skill until you get that trait unlocked with your crew.
Oh, well, we
The
could,
hull sheet says that you get +2 attune when you get it to add to your attune rating up to the maximum.
And the only restriction on the hull sheet is you may not have an action rating greater than 4. Full
I
stop.
guess it never assumed that we would be able to pull it off preemptively.
well, also the hull is in the optional section of stuff.
Mhm.
I would suggest the compromise here is we could just treat him as 3 until we finally unlock mastery, and then just automatically upgrade him to 4.
That's what I was going to say.
I mean, that's fine. I knew this was going to be a problem, but I just wasn't going to mention it.
So,
Okay.
Professor, how are you feeling?
Still haven't answered my question if you're anatomically complete.
Well, I was going to go through the actual mechanical stuff of what I got now.
Oh, yeah.
But you
Mhm.
guys started jumping on thing, and the moment you started banging on the hatch, it was like, well, this is the perfect point to introduce the fact that I am also in here.
I didn't know that was going to be true. Well, then, are you
yeah,
going
no, I
to
mean,
tell us or not?
Yeah, go ahead. Do your spiel. Do it. I wanna
Right.
hear it.
I have the functions of to discover, to destroy, and to acquire.
Are
So
those
you're
not
not
supposed to be refined slightly?
Say what?
Continue. I'm going to go grab the book quickly.
No, I didn't refine anything. It says pick 3. Those are 3 that I picked.
No, that's fair. I
So-
just need to grab the book because I'm not as familiar as I should be. Be right back.
Okay. So
Okay, and I have the traits of automaton,
Mhm.
secondary hull, and since I was a ghost for a short period of time, I also picked up stuff from the ghost form, which is I can also be a ghost form now, and I can also dissipate.
So you're a ghost robot.
Well, no, it's more that I can transfer my body out of the hull. I can either transfer from one hull to the other hull, because now I have 2 hulls,
Right.
or I could just leave them completely and go into ghost form, and I can dissipate through solid objects.
Oh, okay. So you're a ghost who
Handy.
possessed robots.
Right, because the ghost form stuff, if you die, that stuff you keep. If you transfer into like a vampire or a hull or anything like that, you keep your ghost stuff too, for some reason. You lose
Okay.
all your human stuff, so I lost like 5 human traits and gained like 4 two hull traits, 2 ghost traits.
We have human traits?
Yeah, all this stuff you have right now under traits, those are all your human traits. I'm saying human, alive traits, whatever. If you die, you lose all that. That's gone.
You mean like insight, prowess, and resolve?
No, traits.
Yeah. Which
Special
section of the
Left-hand
sheet is-
side, beneath your arm. Traits.
Oh, the special abilities.
Yeah, well, they're called traits.
Oh, it says on the sheets is special abilities.
Oh, on mine
Well-
it says traits, so I don't know.
Okay then.
All right, back.
Yeah, I think it says traits when you're a hull and special abilities when you're a human. Okay,
And-
so you're not anatomically complete because you didn't take that. You just have destroy, discover, and acquire.
My medium size is lifelike appearance. My heavy, my wagon size one has
but is it like-
my wagon size one has interior chamber, which is why I can carry my second hull inside of my first
So-
hull.
So your life you're like life. Does that mean you can do? Are you
Lifelike
anatomically
appearance, you are masterfully crafted to pass for a living being unless it is closely scrutinized. So stop grabbing up on me, Pariso. I find your questions rude and disconcerting.
Well, now I have to closely scrutinize you.
Also,
And-
did you figure out what you were trying to figure out, Oni?
Yep, all good.
I didn't know what where your confusion was, so I couldn't answer anything.
And what about the wagon?
It's all good.
What can the wagon do?
They can move around.
Well, it's got
That's it.
tentacles.
Well, I mean, it can do anything the smaller frame can do. It's just larger. It's literally
And-
+1 scale.
And so, Professor, there's no cannon on it.
Why would there be a cannon?
Yeah, why would there be a cannon?
I was
The
promised this
robot
would be a
and
machine
Pariso
of
both look at you
destruction.
confused.
Professor, I was going to destroy the city with this.
Yeah, you
What?
destroy it with the tentacles.
I guess they're squishy and obnoxious.
No. Remember, he said the 3 traits were discover, acquire, and destroy.
All right, but the wagon has no special equipment or ability to do those.
Well,
They have
it,
these
it's a
giant
wagon.
tentacles.
it also operates quite like a wagon in that it can
Mhm.
hold things on its inside.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also got tentacles. Look at them. They articulate. They have 6 degrees of freedom of movement.
Well, I guess if you can tell me this thing can climb buildings, then I'll be happy with that at least.
I can tell you anything you want to hear.
Professor.
It
Well, I guess
doesn't.
it's good to have you back then.
It has a very low center of gravity. You really don't want to be
I
climbing.
mean,
the
it is
the
an
big problem.
armored wagon. Does that help?
There we go.
That does.
Armored.
It has natural armor. I didn't know how to put that on the sheet, but it is a thing.
Yeah. I think in a Hull's equipment, they start with armor whether they want it or not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I put it under items, interior chamber, natural armor. I didn't know where else to put it.
Well,
Yeah,
then we
so
are
it is
one
an
step
armored
closer.
wagon. I think in theory it can climb, but the biggest problem we would actually run into is I'm assuming it's pretty heavy.
Well, I mean, in theory, it can climb as well as anybody can, because technically it has all the abilities I have. The fact I gave
Oh,
it
yeah.
tentacles for wheels just means that's how it climbs.
So how does operating it work?
It is me.
So there actually isn't an operator seat in it. We don't actually operate
Well,
it.
technically there is, in that I have an interior chamber. But, I mean, you don't operate it, I do.
Should the
Right.
professor choose to leave his smaller frame behind, he could take someone with him.
Or,
Right, but there's no controls that we can operate. It's just an interior.
Oh no,
chamber.
you're at his mercy.
I mean, why would I give you
Oh, I thought there was a
controls?
control center.
Do you have controls that I can operate?
Hey,
I know
you
the
just
answer to
said
that's
we
no,
weren't
because I used to be one of you.
You just said we weren't asking personal questions.
Or not.
I mean, I'll tell you the answer to that if you want to tell me about your anatomical correctness. Actually, no. I will respect your privacy.
All right.
Professor, we're very pleased that you finally attained perfection that the flesh could no longer offer you, and it becomes something stronger and superior.
We have become superior. I do like that I can now refer to myself in the royal we.
So, what do we call you? Like, better professor?
No, just professor.
Professor
Have you seen
2.0.
the?
Pharaoh Ardante has died, and in his place the professor remains.
Oh, okay. Have you seen this dog?
Sorry, are you holding up a poster right now? Is it an invisible poster?
There's the other character here. So your other
Right.
character has their dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
Steel-
this the
Steel
asshole?
door.
I say is Steel? Is this
That
what
would-
I'm getting paid to do? Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
I knew they would get along.
Did you
They have
replace
such
me
friendly
already?
personalities.
It's only been 5 days. No, I'm only here on a job. I think it's over. I think this jackass has to pay me. He kept saying he knew me. Why are you telling me additional details? I don't give a fuck about you. Is it confusing because I don't change my voice so you guys don't know who's talking at the moment?
Definitely not. I've been tracking precisely who's saying what. I just don't care.
Well, I hope that me pointing left and right has been helping.
Yeah, well, Big Steel's not going to leave until you pay him, Professor.
No. What? I don't have any
That-
money. I told you all the money I make from now on goes to you guys. Yeah.
Oh, well-
Also, Edward here was supposed to pay me.
Yeah,
That
well,
was
let's.
not the discussion.
That was
fact, you
literally
pull-
it's a discussion that we had before we
Okay,
left.
okay.
And in fact, you said you don't even know who I was.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
Grit
So let's
told me.
keep it that way. Goodbye.
Do we have any money in the till
shoot
to
you.
pay? Wait. I'm going to stop you guys right here. Do we have any money in the till to pay Big Steel?